Okay, so fair warning, the beginning of this video is going to be about a migrant who slaps a baby. And I went into some kind of like a violent fantasy fever dream. And we'll talk about Diddy around minute 11 minutes and 45 seconds, something like that. But if you want to just skip there, feel free. If you want to see a migrant slap a baby and then me talk for about 10 minutes about what I would do to him in terms of, pure unadulterated violence after I watch a migrant slap a baby in the face, watch that first. But if you want to skip to Diddy, feel free to do that. It's probably like right around minute 12, something like that. Right. So big update in the Diddy case. So Diddy assembles a legal dream team for a new bail attempt. Could the third time be a charm? I wonder if anything has changed between now and the, forthcoming, third attempt at him getting bail. Anything that could be a deck getting stacked so he is, in fact, going to end up out of jail. I don't know. Like, what could change, right? We've already done it twice, but I don't know. Wait a minute. What was this? Why Sean Diddy Combs' sex trafficking case was reassigned to a new judge. I wonder what happened, you guys. I wonder if maybe this is a setup and he's definitely going to be let out of jail. Now, we are going to talk about that because he's going to get let out of jail. Everyone should definitely prepare for that because there's absolutely no reason they would assign it to a new judge but for the third bail attempt unless the new judge was already going to let him out of jail. At least that is my theory, and I'm going to tell you exactly why I think that's going to happen. Now, before we do that, though, there is another story that I want to make sure that everyone in the world sees because this is 100 times more important than the Diddy case, okay? Take a look at this little number right here, okay? So I want to resize this, make sure it's as big as possible for everyone to see this, okay? So this is, as you can see, a migrant man slaps a baby in the face in a fit of rage that the shocked parents appear terrified and walk away. Now, when you see this and you look at the size of the baby, you're like, no way, dude. No way. Like, no. Because anybody who slapped a baby, right, there's no one who would run away. Like, there's no big enough piece of human filth that they would actually slap a baby, right? Oh, rest assured, there is. There is. Now, the only thing that has been agreed upon on this is that this is definitely a migrant who does not have any citizenship in this country, okay? So in one, it says that it's France, right? I see one here, it says, look, it says it's France. This one says it's Spain. But, bottom line, oh, you saw it. So you already saw it. Let's watch that one more time, and then let's go ahead and slow it down, and let's talk about what you would do in the event that this happened to you, okay?
Wesh. Ouais! Mais ça va pas? Allez-vous-en.
Puta mal parida. La próxima la van a cara.
That guy? I'll show you that again. That guy? I assume this goes without saying. He does that to me. I will pull my firearm out of my belt line and I will shoot him in the face. Okay? Straight up. Well, no, I won't. I won't need to do that. I will beat him within an inch of his life without the gun. I'll actually take the gun out, hand it to my wife, and be like, oh, you want to slap a baby? Well, now you're going to get a title shot, and this is going to be the worst 10 minutes of your life. Because I'm going to beat him within an inch of his life. Then I'm going to let him get up and think it's over. Then I'm going to change my mind, and I'm going to roll up on him. I'm going to put him on the ground. I'm going to choke him unconscious. I'm going to make him think that he's going to die, okay? So these are the last moments of your life, dude, okay? This is the last moment that you are going to be alive, okay? So enjoy it. I want him to feel the terror that he is in the last moments of his life. You know, that terror that only a life-ending moment could give you. And then as soon as he's unconscious, I would let him back up, And so I let it up, and then, so he comes back to life. And I would be standing over him, and I would pretend like I was going to let him go. And as soon as he started walking away, I would grab him again, And then I would choke him unconscious again, except this time with a different type of choke. And I would tell him again, you really thought I was going to let you go? I'm going to let him feel that fear again. This is the last moment of his life, and choke him unconscious again. And I would keep on doing that over and 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 over. Every single time he's going out, he thinks that this is the last moment of his life. I would let him think he was going to die 50 times that day. If no one else came along on that road, I swear I would do this until the sun went down. Okay? And then I would leave him there to figure out his life after that with the worst post-traumatic stress he's ever had or anyone's ever had. Okay, let's watch it again.
Wesh. Wey!
So, one more time.
Wesh. Wey!
That's a baby. And that, my friends, is why you learn jiu-jitsu, okay? Or learn a martial art, okay? Now, I talk about this all the time. The reason jiu-jitsu is the best is because you can control to a T exactly what happens. If I decide I want to punch this guy because this guy would have an equal chance of winning a fight against me in a stand-up exchange, okay, I can't control whether I accidentally kill him or not. Jiu-jitsu, I literally decide exactly what happens to him. Oh, and by the way, I was having fun with that, that imaginary scenario where I choke him unconscious, make him think he's going to die every single time. I'll give you guys, actually, you know what? Just since we're talking about this, right? I know I just posted a video of my, of a jiu-jitsu match that I had on Saturday at the Tap Out Cancer event. And what's hilarious is like everybody's like, dude, why are you fighting that old man? Okay, first of all, this dude is 46 years old. And the gi is so misleading, okay? Because this dude underneath the gi is a jacked diesel military contractor with tattoos all over his body that basically say, I've killed so many people overseas that you would not believe it. I was scared shitless of him when I saw him weighing in. That's a fact, okay? He's not Joe Biden. Look at his face. He's 46, okay? But just since we're talking about it, right? This is one of the chokes I would use, except in this case, I just wouldn't let him go, you know? Like, I wouldn't let him go. By the way, this dude was super tough. I'm not trying to use him as like a crash test dummy as if he wasn't. I fought him again, and he fought me all the way, through the distance. He's strong as fuck. He withstood a very, very, very painful thing that I put him through, and he's super tough. So he's not like this. He just made a mistake in this match where he turned over to the side and he let my arm underneath his shoulder. Underneath his armpit. And so once I have my head underneath his armpit and a crossface, I'm gonna choke him with that choke every time. So he was. Well, first of all, he made a huge mistake by pulling me to the side and not getting his leg to the outside. Or maybe he was trying to do like a, you know what it looks like he was doing actually? Now that I realize I take that back. I thought he made a mistake with the guard pull. It looks like he actually was trying to do that, and he was trying to end up with an underhook. And so he was going to go into like a fake guard pull takedown. I actually literally did not even realize that until right now. He just, I think, underestimated how strong I am because that was never going to happen. Oh, no. I take that back. No. Actually, let me see, dude.
Nice, Jesse. Keep the pressure.
Oh, yeah, no, I think I'm right. I think he was trying to pull me. It's just I immediately pinned his right arm to the mat so he couldn't turn. And then right here, look. So I put my head on the other side of his arm right here.
Nice, Jesse.
Right there. That's over. Like from right here, as soon as I get the crossface, when I have my head right there and his arm is right there, there's nothing he can do. I'm gonna put his head to the side of his ear. I'm gonna choke him with that triangle. Anyway, sorry.
The pressure. Keep the pressure. Crossface. Yeah,
there. Now it's over already. I just have to get my legs to the other side.
Hold, Jesse. There you go. Win the underhook first. Underhook.
Okay, so at this moment, if you can't tell whose arms are whose, because we're wearing two different colored, or the same colored gi, my arm is around his head, and he's got his arm trapped like this across his own body. It's the absolute worst position he could be in a triangle, or actually in a triangle in any position, from the bottom or the top. And I have my shoulder, and I have a gable grip, and I'm literally crushing his neck and his his arm across. I mean, like, you see the color. He's going to go unconscious very, very quickly here because I'm cutting off all the blood to his brain. But to make this very clear, if this was this fuckhead over here who slapped a baby, I would try to pop his head literally off of his neck. And I might not do that choke only because he would go unconscious too fast. You know what I mean? And again, to be crystal clear about the dude that I fought, is because I feel kind of weird showing that video like I just destroyed this guy. I fought him again, and then I talked to him for fucking 30 minutes after the fight. If that guy did that to that dude, if the migrant did that to that dude, that guy for sure kills him without 1 millisecond of doubt. The migrant's dead instantly. That guy would kill him for sure. And he would be probably one of many people that look like that guy's put down in the line of work. So, don't think that just because I choked a guy in a single match of jiu-jitsu that means that guy's anything to steal on, because he would shoot him in the face, but he would also probably just kill him with a bare hands, since that little migrant is good at slapping babies, not so much at grown-ups. Why don't you slap the grown-up, dude? The more I think about it, honestly, I think I would actually slap a Kimura on him and just take it all the way, Like, do the Kimura, like, tap. There's no tapping, dude. The Kimura goes all the way, which is going to do some pretty significant damage to his shoulder, arm, elbow. He would have something that kind of flaps off of his body permanently. Something tells me his healthcare is not all that, it's cracked up to be. He could just come to America, though. If he could get to America, they'd probably give him a brand new bionic arm. They'd be like, oh, don't worry about it, dude. The taxpayers will take care of it. New bionic arm? Hey, do you have one for the veteran that lost their arm fighting for the country overseas? They're all, of course we don't have any bionic. Are you kidding me? We don't even have that kind of technology. You just offered it to the migrant. They're like, yeah, but he's a migrant, dude. We have to give him a bionic arm. Oh, you do? Is that how that works? Mm-hmm. Yeah, because he's a migrant. But not for the veteran who lost their limb overseas. No. That is not the kind of person that we spend our resources on. $1 billion with FEMA, huh? For migrant? Cool. Love this country, man. Do love this country. Love the government, though. Definitely nothing corrupt going on. All right, let's move over to Diddy now. Okay, so that got dark. Let's go ahead and actually look at the Diddy story. All right. So Diddy assembles a dream legal team to go for the third bail attempt. Let's look at this first, and then we are going to look at them getting a new judge. All right. So Diddy is once again trying to get himself released on bond 2 weeks after he was arrested, and we're told he's building a powerhouse legal team to try to make it a reality. New court documents show the rap mogul's lawyer filed to appeal the most recent order denying him bond. The appeal is his third formal attempt to secure his release from behind bars as the trial awaits. Sources close to Diddy tell TMZ the rapper added 2 more attorneys, Anthony Rico, Alexandra Shapiro, to the. Is that Ben Shapiro's sister? I think she might be an attorney. But there's a lot of Shapiros that are attorneys. To the legal team working on his highly publicized criminal case. For those who are wondering, Alexandra is not related to the famed defense attorney Robert Shapiro. Yeah, but is he related to the famed Republican conservative podcaster or analyst Ben Shapiro? Who knows, right? Who knows? Okay, anyway, let me tell you this, though, before I even get into the new judge and why I think he's going to get released. I think he should. Okay? Straight up, I'm going to tell you that right now. I think he should. And not because I think he's a good dude, and not because I think that he deserves anybody's mercy, but because we are a civilization that runs on rules, right? Do we believe in the Constitution? Yes or no? Right? We're the ones, look. We're the ones who love the Constitution, right? We like to rag on the other side because they want to rewrite the Constitution, tear up the Constitution because of the First Amendment and all that stuff, right? We do that, and we should do that. But we need to be consistent. And the whole thing, innocent until proven guilty, he's not guilty yet, okay? A lot of evidence against him, but he's not guilty. He is making a very reasonable case to get released. He's trying to put up $50 million in bond. He is trying to give up all of his passports for every single person in his family. He is giving them everything to make sure that they feel comfortable letting him out of jail. There's no reason that he should be sitting in a rat-infested single cell 23 hours a day when he has not been convicted of anything. It's not fair. It's against the Constitution. It's against the entire way that we do business in the legal system. It's bullshit, and he should get let out. Okay? He's not going to murder anyone while he's out. most likely, right? We're not talking about someone who's accused of like mass murder, and if you let him out on bond, then like, oh, he might go on a killing spree. You know what I mean? We're talking about a dude who is a lifelong rap icon. Okay, he's probably going to get convicted. He's probably going to spend the rest of his life in jail. But until he's been convicted, it's wrong to keep him in jail if you believe in the Constitution, period. Okay? That's in the Constitution. Innocent until proven guilty. That's why it applies in every single jurisdiction everywhere in the country. So we need to be consistent and give him bail because it's not right that he doesn't get it. All right? So, as Sean Diddy Combs awaits trial for racketeering, conspiracy, sex trafficking, transportation to engage in prostitution, a new judge has been reassigned to his case. Get the details. Now, again, why would he get a new judge? You know, why would he get a new judge? Okay, the rapper's case in which he's pleaded not guilty to charges of racketeering, conspiracy, yada, yada, was reassigned to Judge Arun Subramanian. We are going to look up this person. On October 3rd, according to court documents obtained by E-News, the judge replaces Andrew L. Carter Jr., who said in a September 18th hearing that the Combs case would be reallocated to another judge if he's unable to accommodate a trial date per people. So, yeah, maybe that's what it is. Maybe, you know. The change in judges means that Combs will have another chance to seek bail, which was previously denied by Carter. The case's first judge, U.S. Magistrate, yada, yada. But both judges agreed with prosecutors that Bad Boy Records mogul should remain in jail until trial. I don't agree. He's being held at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn in the same unit as disgraced cryptocurrency entrepreneur Sam Bankman-Fried. Wow. Sam Bankman-Fried is there? Good Lord. Hey, all these guys with all these freaky deaky orgies, you know, something tells me Diddy was having a little more sex than Sam Bankman-Fried. I think in the Sam Bankman-Fried situation, it was like they're such cucky little weirdos that like the ugly chick that was part of their crew was just like every once in a while, she would like, you know, hook up with one of those dudes because, you know, in that world, the girls run the show. She's like, I'm horny. And they're like, oh. She's like, I'm horny for sex. They're like, ooh, okay, sex. And then like one of them would bang her for like 11 seconds. Maybe she needed multiple partners because none of them could last 11 seconds. And then one of them, she'd be like, what I need you to do is I need you to slide probably need to use your fingers. You don't really know what you're doing. So I'm going to give you very specific instructions. I need you to put them inside me. I want you to curl them this way, like put a good amount of pressure. And then just like a robot, you know, go like this. I can't give you any instruction on passion or, you know, but maybe grab my neck a little bit, you know, like grab my neck a little bit. Pretend like you got some balls, you know, pretend like you're a Trump supporter and just, you know, a little bit of force. Don't make me feel out of control too much, but pretend like I'm out of control. Fingers up and then like this. Just do robot, you know? Do robot. Don't change speeds because you're going to fuck it up, you know? Someone who knows what they're doing, they'll probably change speeds correctly. If I try to get you to change speeds, you're going to fuck it up, you know? You won't know when the right time is to stop, you know, and then slide out slow. You're just going to fuck it up. So I just need you to boom, 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 robot style. If I say slower, do it a little bit slower. If I say faster, do it a little bit faster. You know, so like when they had like orgies, that's probably what was going on. The one girl had to instruct a couple of these fucking nerdy cucks how to do it. Whereas on the other side, it was the opposite. You know, it was Diddy doing that. And since it's Diddy doing it to girls, much different situation, right? Also, Diddy was drugging them and, you know, is a piece of shit that should go to jail. So the 54-year-old has also been placed on suicide watch, a common practice, not indicative of a mental state for high-profile individuals upon admittance to a federal facility. As Combs remains behind bars, his legal team maintains his innocence. I'm sure. I'm sure he's innocent, dude. He might be. Please reserve your judgment until you have all the facts. These are the acts of an innocent man with nothing to hide, and he looks forward to clearing his name in court. It's not impossible that is what's going on, okay? Being a debaucherous asshole is not necessarily indicative of like the things he's being accused of. But again, like the things that he is being accused of can all be framing, right? I mean, I'm sure that he's done a ton of crimes. It's just I am not reading those things in this indictment, you know? He's not being indicted for beating up Cassie. I've seen the video of that. He's not being indicted for shooting the guy in the bathroom. He's being indicted for like having sex with prostitutes and giving them drugs. I mean, that's a crime, but you're not going to do life in prison for that. You know what I mean? I don't know. Anyway, he's going to testify, and we're going to get to hear all about it. But If Diddy does get out of jail, he's going to be a very different dude. I can tell you that, man. That's a fact. But anyway, that's what I got for today. Love you guys. Bye-bye.